All right, Jay here. Time for another lesson. This is what I believe. Okay, now this is after, please understand what I'm saying, 32 years in the financial planning industry. Yes, I held all the brokers, different brokers licenses and insurance license, tax licenses, and all that good stuff. And I helped a lot of people develop personal financial plans for them and their family. Okay, but what I've come to find out over the years is that in a number of cases, there would have been more people that I could have helped if they'd have had more income. So in my opinion, every family needs a home-based business for their financial plan. And let me try to explain to you why. Okay. Now, if you look at this triangle here, and let's start up in the upper right, left-hand corner. Okay, you've got your income, which is very important for your financial plan. You need to have some type of primary job where where you can cover all your expenses. Okay. Now, if you notice there, I also listed part-time job. Now these are wage earning actions. Okay, to bring income into your house to handle some of the expenses that you see listed there: your rent or mortgage, utilities, your phones. Okay. Child care, both of you are working, car payments, food, clothes, entertainment, savings, credit cards. These are our normal expenses. Now, others, there might be some people that have more than that, but these are the norms that most families are faced with covering out of their salary, their income, their wages. Okay? Now, that money needs to be divided up into 3 different areas. Okay, you've got your of course, well, actually, you might as well say 4 because you got your expenses. But your financial planning triangle should be divided up such that you have income protection. Now, income protection very quickly is called life insurance, and I suggest 10 times your annual salary, because whichever partner is remaining, you want to put that money away at interest to be able to replace the lost income from that family member that's working. Okay, now let's move on down. Just as important is your put and take account, which I call your bank account. Right? Because this is where you're going to be covering your expenses from. So you can be putting money in, taking money out. You have to have it. Okay, and that 6 months salary is kind of a cushion in case you lose your job. It needs to be there. Now on the other side, this is where you're trying to build up your estate or your nest egg for the future. Okay, it could be anything. You could use the tool of real estate, 401k, IRA, mutual funds, okay, or just buying straight stocks. Okay, if you get into that financial position to do something like that, I might as well add on forex because that's a new one that people are venturing off into. Okay, so these are money tools that you have. Now, the question that you have to ask yourself, okay, and this is in most cases, and this is why people end up with another wage earning job, okay, to bring more money into the house. Well, first of all, if you knew the tax laws, you would be able to bring more money into the house, number one, just by having a home-based business. Okay? Just by having a home-based business. Because when you have a home-based business, then you're able to reduce your taxes anywhere from $3,000 to $9,000. It depends on the type of business you have and the expenses that you have. Okay, so a lot of you have heard the word tax write-offs. Okay, you do have some tax write-offs available. I don't have all of them listed here, but I have listed a few, okay, that will be very familiar to you, okay, because it's something that happens to the norm. First of all, if you have a home-based business, you have to have an office. If you notice here, you can write up to 300 square feet, okay? And then the newest deduction as of 2014, it used to be 9.5%. Now it's just a straight $5 per square feet. So if you had an office in your home that was 300 square feet, you can write off $1,500 annually. Your utilities, 9.5% of your annual bill. Okay, now the state of Texas, with the air conditioning, I know that can get kind of up there. All right, but you understand what I'm saying. And then this is the new one. It used to be like 54 cents a mile travel expense. Now it's 57.5. Okay, a lot of people are not aware. Now, if you're a smart player, and I won't get into this in detail on this one, but dag, your meals, you can go out to lunch with a friend, talk about business, and you can write off your meals. Travel, transportation, plane tickets, bus fare. That means you could take a trip home for the holidays, and if you're smart and make sure you meet someone and talk business while you're there and get them to verify it, guess what? You just wrote off your whole trip. Now, I just wanted to touch on that because I wanted to show you a couple of reasons why it's necessary that when you do your business, when you make up your financial plan, it's important that you have a home-based business in there. Now, I just showed you, this is really cool, I just showed you deductions, and I didn't even talk about the income that you're going to have from a home-based business. Now, let's just say this. Let's say that as an example that, okay, so let's say that you're able to, with your home-based business, when we talk about earnings, you're able to earn an extra $150 a week. Okay, now $150 a week divided by, let's say you're making $15 an hour. Okay, $15 an hour, by the way, equals out to $31,200 a year. Okay, so let's say you're able to make an extra $150 a week. Well, guess what? Hourly wage, that's an additional $3.75. So it took you $15 an hour up to $18.75. Let's do it one more time. Let's say now you're able to make an extra $200 a week. Well, guess what? A 40-hour work week, that's an additional $5,000. Now add that to your salary. That's you just gave yourself a $5 pay raise. You're now making $20 an hour. Okay, but now again, you're not out at night working an extra job. You're home with your family. You're working from the convenience of your computer. Okay, you might do a house party or something like that. You know, it depends on how you want to work. Some people give out flyers, many different ways, but I want to get off the topic real quick. What I'm trying to say is that home-based business has tax write-offs, plus you can increase your earnings. All right. Now remember, earning and wages are two different things. Earnings means that you're earning profit for yourself. Okay. So if you really look at it and really get into it, you're actually doing yourself an injustice by not having a home-based business. Oh, and just a quick note, when you hit $600 a week, you know, the example I used, I said you were making $15 an hour. Well, guess what? You just replaced your salary. Now you're in a situation where you can make a choice to either stay on that job that you don't like anyway, okay, or you can stay home, cut out that child care, and actually be there to raise your own child. So I hope in this very short video that I've given you some reasons that you need to sit down and look at your financial plan, okay, and come to the conclusion that you need a home-based business in your financial plan. And if that hits home, then what I want you to do is to go down into the description box of this video and click on that link and check out what I use for my home-based business, okay? Because I know you love it. All right, I'm gonna stop right there, and I pray that you got something out of this video. And guess what? As always, I will see you from the top. Oh, I'm sorry, I will see you at the top, or I'll be waving to you from the top. God bless. Have an awesome day.